My research discipline is performance studies. I do a lot of work in new media as well and tend to collaborate with researchers in artistry, visual culture and human and computer interaction. My research interests are in documentation and archiving. I've done a lot of work with artists and museums like Tate, RAM of course, Lima and the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art. Placeify is a mobile web app that was developed by myself with 1010 Media. It's actually the second iteration of something that was previously called Time Trails, which was developed with RAM and 1010 Media on the basis of, at the time, RAM's need to basically have a mobile version of their trails. The rationale, if you like, was to allow RAM to have its collection seen outside from the museum and be seen in situ, be seen in places where the collection may have had a connection with, which by being in the museum is lost. I was really excited when RAM asked me to deliver this project for them, and I had never worked with 1010 before. It was RAM that identified 1010, and I felt that was the beginning of a really exciting collaboration.
Well, 1010 Media does loads of different kind of digital stuff in a variety of sectors. It could be websites, it could be apps, it could be digital marketing. It's kind of whatever comes along and whatever kind of I get a feel for at the time of doing it.
The process of collaborating with 1010 was one of the most exciting parts of the work. I had never worked with someone like Andy Chapman before. He's extremely flexible and we did R&D literally on the fly.
Placeify was almost an accident, I guess. It came about on the back of a different kind of project and we decided to develop the accident into this platform to enable people to map places or objects or things or memories and things onto a map and people go out and discover them.
In terms of finding a common language with 1010, we spent quite a bit of time at the beginning of the project understanding what other similar projects delivered and really identifying what kind of user experience we wanted to create.
Connectivity was the main challenge delivering Placeify. Back 3 years ago, you wouldn't believe how little connectivity we still had on our mobile phones. Most of the time people were actually on GPRS rather than 3G and connectivity would often drop off and create a bad user experience.
There were lots of challenges in terms of working with media creatives on this particular project. A lot of them had to do with the novelty of the design of the web platform and the creation of trails and creating literally safe environments for people to then explore. I'm very happy with the end result and the fact it's been used by so many museums and I still get inquiries about it today, quite a few years after the end of the project, is a great sign. I hope there will be a next iteration of Placeify in the future and I would love to work with Andy Chapman on that.
I think Placeify is still a work in progress really. It's constantly evolving, it's constantly changing. There's lots of ideas that we'd like to incorporate into it in the future. There's things that we actually didn't put into Placeify originally because of the connectivity issues, and I'd like to actually look back on those and see if we can incorporate them now.